Level 1, the recruit. It starts with a gun pressed into your hands. Still warm. You don't know who used it last, only that they're not here anymore. The room smells like sweat and metal. Someone is shouting orders you barely understand. Another person is crying quietly in the corner. No one comforts them. You're pushed forward. Move. That's all you get. No training, no explanation, just movement. You follow the others because standing still feels worse. Outside, the air is thick with smoke. Buildings are broken in ways that don't look natural. You hear distant gunfire, but no one reacts. That's when it hits you. This isn't chaos, this is normal. You learn quickly. Don't ask questions, don't hesitate, don't stand out. You copy the way others hold their weapons. The way they move, the way they look at nothing after something happens. The first time you pull the trigger, your chest tightens. The second time, it doesn't. You tell yourself it's survival. You tell yourself you didn't choose this. That lie becomes your shield, because here, innocence isn't taken. It's traded, and you've just made your first exchange. Level 2, the runner. It happens when someone trusts you with information, not a weapon, something more dangerous. A folded piece of paper, a whispered instruction, a location you're not supposed to forget. Don't mess this up. You don't. You move fast, head down, eyes forward. You learn the paths no one watches, the corners where deals happen, the doors that open only if you knock a certain way. You start to understand something most people at your level don't. The war runs on information, not bullets. You see soldiers with better weapons lose because they didn't know something, and you see weaker ones survive because they did. So you listen, you watch, you remember everything. Who's meeting who's lying, who's scared, and then you use it. At first it's small. You warn someone before a raid. You delay a message just enough to change an outcome. In return, you get protection. Better food, safer assignments. You tell yourself you're just being smart. But something shifts. People stop being people. They become leverage, and the moment you realize that, you stop feeling bad. Level 3, the operator. The call comes late, no urgency, just precision. You're ready. That's all they say. You're given a target, a time, no backup. Because now, you are the backup. You move alone. No uniform, no identity, just instructions. You blend in, walk through places that don't know you're dangerous, and leave before they realize what happened. This level isn't about fighting, it's about control. Clean, quiet, efficient. You learn how corruption shapes everything. Weapons don't go where they're supposed to. Money flows through people who claim they're fighting against it. Leaders make deals that cost lives and no one questions it. Except you don't question it either, because you're getting paid. Real money. You clear more in a week than you've ever seen in your life. None of it is traceable, none of it is clean, and none of it feels wrong anymore. You stop thinking about right or wrong, you think about risk, reward, position. Because now you see it clearly. This war isn't about sides, it's about advantage, and you're getting very good at taking it. Level 4, the enforcer. They stop testing you. Now they give you control. You handle this. A list of names lands in front of you. People who failed, people who talked, people who became inconvenient. You don't ask questions. You already know the answer. You have a team now. They watch you the way you used to watch others. Waiting, measuring. You don't hesitate because hesitation spreads and fear kills authority faster than bullets. You set the tone. Fast decisions, clear consequences, loyalty gets rewarded, disobedience disappears. You don't enjoy it, but you don't resist it either. Because at this level, reputation is everything, and yours is growing. People say your name differently now, lower, carefully. You hear stories about yourself. Some aren't true. You let them spread anyway. Fear is useful, but it isolates you. You stop trusting people, even the ones closest to you, especially them, because you know exactly how easy it is to replace someone. You've done it, more than once. Level 5, the broker. You don't carry weapons anymore. You don't need to. You sit across from people who used to be untouchable. Leaders, financiers, men who pretend they're not part of the war. They all want something, access, and you control it. You arrange meetings that shouldn't happen, deals that shouldn't exist, weapons get redirected, prisoners get traded, entire operations get delayed or accelerated based on your word. You see the truth now. This war is structured, organized, profitable. Corruption isn't a flaw, it's the engine. You take your cut from everything, quietly, consistently. You don't get your hands dirty anymore. Others do it for you, and they're eager to, because being close to you means survival, but it also means risk. You know too much. Who's lying, who's stealing, who's planning to betray who. You start balancing things. Not too much violence, not too much peace, just enough to keep everything running. That's when it hits you. You're not surviving the war anymore, you're maintaining it. Level 6. The authority. You don't wait for instructions anymore. You give them. Rooms fall silent when you walk in. Not out of respect, out of awareness. You control regions now. Supply lines, information networks, entire chains of command. Everything flows through you. You decide who gets resources, who gets cut off, who gets erased. You tell yourself it's necessary, that you're stabilizing things. But the weight is different now. Every decision has consequences you can't ignore. You see the bigger picture. How one move affects thousands. How corruption spreads if left unchecked. And for the first time, you start questioning it. Not out of morality, out of control. Because corruption creates unpredictability. And unpredictability threatens you. So you begin adjusting things. Quietly. Carefully. But once you start, you can't stop. Level 7. The architect. You disappear. Not physically, strategically. You don't need to be seen anymore. Everything runs without your presence. That's real power. You stop reacting. You start designing. Conflicts begin because you allow them. End because you decide they should. You map out the system, find every weak point, every corrupt node, every hidden deal that keeps the war alive, and you start removing them, one by one. Not loudly, not publicly, efficiently. Corrupt officials get exposed, supply routes get cleaned, secret deals collapse overnight. People panic. They think the system is breaking. It is, but only the parts that needed to. You're not ending the war with force. You're removing the reason it continues. And that changes everything, but it isolates you. No one understands what you're doing. They think you've turned, gone soft, lost control. They don't see that you've taken more control than ever before. And that makes you dangerous again. Level 8, the end of the war. It's quiet now, too quiet. No gunfire, no chaos, no tension hanging in the air, just silence. The kind that feels unfamiliar. You stand alone where everything used to matter. Command posts, deal rooms, battle zones, all empty, because the system that fed them is gone. You didn't win the war the way they expected. You ended the corruption that sustained it. And without that, the war collapsed. No one celebrates you. Most don't even know what you did. They just know it stopped. You should feel something, but you don't, because you understand what it cost, what you became to make this happen. You're not part of anything anymore. No system, no structure, no hierarchy, just you and everything behind you. You walk away without looking back, because there's nothing left to control. Somewhere a door opens. Boots echo down a hallway. A new recruit steps forward, hands shaking, heart racing. He thinks this is about survival, about choosing a side, about doing what he has to. He doesn't see the system yet. He doesn't understand the rules. He doesn't know how far it goes, but he will.